Hi everybody. As promised, here's Daff. She's a senior and she's a little chunky. So don't mind the little bit of fat rolls. We'll talk about the difference between fat rolls and shoulder. But we're gonna talk about the three components we discussed in the first video. So we have the chest or the keel, the shoulder, and the upper arm. So let's start with the chest. So the keel joins the ribs and is what protects the dog underneath and all their vital organs. So you're gonna start here. This is the top of the keel, the prosternum, right here. But the keel itself continues under the dog. So I'm gonna pick up her front leg here. See her other front leg. It should extend under the dog. This is all her keel. Lowest point should be behind the front legs, but it should extend well past it. I have an entire hand that extends past her front legs. That's her keel. These are the vital organs, right? This is the lungs and the heart. The keel is from here, the prosternum, all the way underneath. It's a very important part of the dachshund. So the shoulder. So we're gonna use some tools. Just a regular ruler. And this is a 4-inch carpenter square. It's gonna give you the 90-degree angle. So 90 degrees with a hypotenuse perpendicular to the ground. You may not have one of those, so let's talk about these angles using just your hands. So here's the withers. This is her point of shoulder. See the prosternum in line with the point of shoulder here? This is the elbow, right here. Thank you. Behind a little bit of chunk. Good girl, Daff. So if you don't have a square, you can see this angle with your fingers, right? So this angle, this angle. If you have a square, you can either overlay it from the point of shoulder to the withers, line that up. Is this her elbow? Looks pretty good. Or you can even lay it. See here where it's laying on her elbow? Here's her point of shoulder right here in front of this. This is where her withers would be under, like I said, her chunkiness. Now your shoulders have two things. You have layback. So that's this. This is layback. Is it like this or is it like this? And then you have placement. That's where does this sit on the dog? Where is this angle? Here? Or is it back here? Or is it more forward? When it's more forward, you may say, oh, they don't have as much forechest. They may have more than adequate forechest and a nice keel, but maybe the whole shoulder assembly is set more forward. Two things, when you have a more upright shoulder, so this is what you want, right? Perpendicular from the ground. If it's more upright like this upper arm is going to shorten because they're trying to have this go straight down to the ground. A few things that'll give that away. The shoulder's more upright. See how she naturally stands? I'm not telling her where to stand. This is where she naturally stands. Smooth shoulder. Neck into shoulder. Smooth. This is more upright. This neck, watch this, is going to be like this. See that? Two things are telling when that happens. This is straight up and it's a 90 degree instead of being smooth. The ear's gonna cover the neck. This foot, when you draw a line, see how this comes up and see how it's back here? A more upright dog, you're gonna draw this line, it's gonna go into the neck. Those are all ways to tell what that shoulder placement and shoulder layback are. So again, shoulder, upper arm, two components. You want this to be equal. You want it 90 degrees. And you can have a variety of misalignments, but this is ultimately what you want to see. Prosternum in line with the point of shoulder, upper arm at a 45-degree angle from the midline of the dog. Shoulder, 45-degree angle from the midline of the dog. Elbow to withers in a straight line, perpendicular from the floor, set behind the neck. And finally, the keel, extending beyond the front legs. Good girl. So this was a live dog. We have more components of the front. So the next video, we're going to talk about the Dachshund Front from the front angle. So you can talk about the wrap and how that is structured and how to see it. We'll also talk about how to properly examine a Dachshund. Thank you for your time.